Hello, my wonderful viewers, and welcome to another episode of Betty Adams Overanalyzes. Today, we're going to take a look at some bodies in Kaiju number 8. Okay, now there will be spoilers for this all the way up to the latest chapters, or rather all the way up to chapter 57. And so if you don't want any spoilers for those, you can click away now and go check out the links below my video. Humans Are Weird. I have the data, and Humans Are Weird, we took a vote. 2 books of short stories that deal with human absurdity and how our little green friends would deal with it. All right, so what are we talking about today? We're talking about Kaiju number 9's various bodies, what happened to them, what's going on with them, so on and so forth. Primarily, we're going to take a look at 3 different times we see what happens to his bodies and what that means for his character and what that means for the story going forward. Now, as I've done many videos on, Kaiju number 9 is a combination of 2 or 3 different kinds of fungus. His main behavior is built off the cordyceps fungus, a very creepy type of fungus that literally does, in real life, crawl into animals' bodies and alter their behavior. And one of the biggest commonalities between the story with Kaiju number 8 and real life is that they get into the bodies of underground living ants and force them to come up to the surface to spread and reproduce. So that is a very good bit of scientific research on Matsumoto's part. But Kaiju number 9's appearance is also that of your common, literally garden variety button mushroom. That's the flat-topped head, various ways its bodies manifest. But these are all fungus, and one of the primary aspects of fungal bodies, of fungal organisms, is they don't have one main body. They exist as a series of fibers underground, stretching throughout the ground. And my main theory is that Kaiju number 9, as we know him, we haven't actually seen the main body or interacted with the main intelligence, because there is no one main body. Kaiju number 9 is distributed under the ground, probably all around the island of Japan, but probably around those main faults. And that's how Kaiju number 9 is able to alter the reproductive organs on that giant, obviously fungal kaiju. And so this is going to be another problem, another different level of challenge that the Defense Force is going to have to face. How do you exterminate something that is so distributed? I mean, you can't just bake all of the soil of an entire island. But that's another thing. I want to look at these specific bodies that we have seen, starting with the very first one that we see, the body that assaulted Kikoru during the training arc. We see the body pop up, we see it revive the Honjo and all of the Yoju, and then it directly interacts with Kikoru. Then it turns to dust. It doesn't escape, it doesn't run away, the body just poofs and vanishes. Now, this is very interesting because the next time we see Kaiju number 8, it doesn't recognize Kikoru. And the story makes a point of that. She says, remember Kikoru said, don't worry, you don't have to remember my name, I'm just going to kill you, or something like that. A really awesome moment for Kikoru, but it also indicates that this Kaiju number 8 body has no memory of her. This indicates that if a Kaiju number 9 body, I'm sorry, not Kaiju number 9, if a Kaiju number 9 body turns to dust like that, it doesn't carry its memories with them. Which brings me back to the second time we see the Kaiju number 9 body do something like that, when Kafka as Kaiju number 8 has confronted Kaiju number 9 to protect Rino and Aiharu from Kaiju number 9, we see, again, one of those bodies turn to dust on top of the roof. It's after Kaiju number 8 has curb-stomped Kaiju number 9. Kaiju number 9 has used the distraction of attacking the Defense Force officers that showed up to escape. Then that Kaiju number 9 body that's way up there on the roof, it turns to dust. Now, this should mean that it shouldn't remember, going off what happened with the previous sighting with Kikoru, but the Kaiju number 9 body specifically states that I'll remember you, and we see another body, battered and bleeding, limping off. Now, The obvious suggestion here, all factors considered, is that while Kaiju number 8 was distracted, dealing with the newly arrived Defense Force officers, Kaiju number 9 split his body into two. That was why the body was still recovering. And it sent the main body off that would preserve the memories to go find a way to escape, and it left a sacrifice body to distract Kaiju number 8. Which does give us some interesting information. If Kaiju number 9 expected that to be a successful tactic, it kind of suggests that he does not think that Kaiju number 8 would be aware of his capabilities, which means that Kaiju number 9's capabilities are quite rare even among Kaiju, the ability to generate multiple bodies. This is further supported by his dependency on assuming his enemies don't know about the multiple bodies going forward. Then we have the big heartbreaking moments when Kaiju number 9 steals the Director General's body. Now, he fights off Captain Narumi, Kokoru, and Kafka as Kaiju number 8 and just barely manages to survive, and expresses the fact that he almost lost this body, which means Kaiju number 9 has concern for individual bodies as they are useful, and that we can suspect that the Director General's body is linked to that specific Kaiju number 9 body that's having so much trouble regenerating. The body that's down at the bottom of the oceanic trenches, hiding out in at least one place we know of, that Kaiju number 9 is growing fresh Kaiju. So, what does this all mean? Kaiju number 9 only values those individual bodies that we see as they are useful to him. And if, as I suspect, Kaiju number 9 is really a diffused network of tendrils living underground, then any one of these bodies might be sacrificed easily. But this also means that information can only be relayed by bringing these individual bodies back and transferring information. This suggests to me that we actually have a higher chance of getting Director General Shinomiya back. Because if the Shinomiya consciousness, if the Shinomiya body shape cannot be transferred from one Kaiju number 9 body to another, it means there's something important. There's some core part of Director General Shinomiya left in that body, and if it's there, then Kaiju number 8 could pull it out again. And that goes back to my theory that I think Kaiju number 8 is going to have a chance to bring the Director General back, but that's another video. For right now, I just want to conclude. Kaiju number 9 does not value individual bodies because those individual bodies are not who Kaiju number 9 is. Even the big main body, the alpha body, is not who Kaiju number 9 is, because that big main alpha body, when it was nearly destroyed, Kaiju number 9 was merely concerned about this body. So I don't think that Kaiju number 9 has one main body. Rather, I think Kaiju number 9 is a dispersed intelligence, and if they want to defeat him entirely and forever, they're going to have to figure out a way to get rid of a very spread out, dispersed intelligence that's just completely wound around Tokyo. And as anyone who's worked with invasive species before, and there are lots of people who have to deal with invasive fungus like this, that is an incredibly difficult task. And it will be a new and different kind of challenge for the Defense Force. It's not just something that you can punch into submission, which is the kind of challenges they've been having so far. So what do you think, my wonderful viewers? How am I putting too much emphasis on these casual words dropped by Kaiju number 9 about this body and that body and the other body? Leave a comment below telling me what you think of my theories. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, check your subscription again. Remember, YouTube will unsubscribe you, especially if you don't interact with the channel too much. So, peace out, my wonderful viewers. Humans are weird. We took a vote, and humans are weird. I have the data. 2 books in a series of human absurdity. Go check out these short story collections. What will our little green friends think of us when we finally do make it to space? Find out the answer in 2 books of human absurdity. Humans are weird, we took a vote, and Humans are weird, I have the data. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and Google Play.